Now, who do we talk to about Cain, apparently? We have 7 actions left. Or no, 6 actions left until the end of the world. Slap him a couple of times. I mean, that's worked for so many other like shows and properties that honestly probably just fighting him would be the easiest way to understand him, right? I'm thinking either Honda or maybe Ozma? I doubt it, but maybe. I do want to talk to Honda. Talk to Honda after we do this.
Ah, Lady Amane. And the Messiah and his followers as well.
Huh? It's that Ozma guy. You're still in the Shomonkai? I assumed you'd be long gone.
After my defeat at your hands, Lady Amane spoke to me when I was at my lowest. Now I am merely a believer, dedicating his life to the Shomonkai. No shame in that.
Wow, you've really changed. It's like you're a totally different person now. This is fortuitously timed. Why not ask Azuma about Cain?
Of course. If I can be of assistance, then by all means, ask away. What do you need?
You explain it, Tsuro. You know more.
Okay, wait, what? You're gonna make me say it? Fine. We're looking for a way to save Cain from his eternal punishment. So anything you know, however small, about how we might do that could help.
I explained the situation to Ozma.
I see. I understand your predicament. I will tell you what I know about Cain.
Thank you.
Adam, the first human that God created, had a number of sons. One of these was Cain, who was Abel's older brother. Cain made his way in the world by cultivating the land and farming crops, while Abel made himself a shepherd. Does this make sense so far?
That sounds pretty normal. How'd that lead to murder? Did they not get along?
No, none of the scriptures mention anything like that.
Then what would have made him kill his brother?
I was just coming to that tragic incident. One day, God ordered Cain and Abel to prepare offerings to him. Cain offered the crop that he cultivated, and Abel offered his firstborn lamb.
I see. Cain cultivated the land, so he offered crops. And Abel was a shepherd, so he offered a lamb. But that led to murder?
Yes. With both offerings laid out before him, the Lord only found joy in Abel's. Feeling this was unreasonable, Cain became angry, which was his motive to kill Abel. This is the truth behind the world's first murder.
Both of them, just like God played favorites and suffered the consequences, or other people suffered the consequences. All right. Good to know. You know what? I have a coin for this. With either one of them, I could be like, oh, sorry for you guys. So, God found joy in bloodshed. As he said in the boss fight, God desired blood. He wanted the blood of a lamb. So, Abel. Poor me. Heads, Cain, tails, Abel. The coin actually landed on Abel.
Indeed, he was slain despite his innocence, so it's easy to sympathize with him. But the world's first murder was not the true sin. God knew, of course, that Cain had killed Abel, but he asked Cain, "Where is your brother?" Cain answered by saying, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?"
So, he didn't. I don't. He did not know his sin. He lied.
Yes, He claimed not to know, despite being the one who had killed Abel. But it is impossible to lie to the Lord. In the end, the earth spoke of Cain's deeds and exposed the murder. And so God cursed Cain with eternity and placed vengeance sevenfold to protect him.
Wait, vengeance sevenfold? Is that where avenge sevenfold comes from?
Whoever tries to kill Cain will receive vengeance sevenfold. So saith the Lord. Once started, the cycle of revenge never ends. He must have meant to forestall it. Cain was thus given safety, yet in return he was forced to face his sin for eternity.
He was then driven from his idyllic life to wander the earth forever.
Cursed to remember one's sin for eternity. It could be called God's ordeal for Cain.
It's not a punishment.
God is all-knowing. Of course he has the power to see into the future.
Is God omniscient or no? It's like all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-seeing. But that raises a lot of questions about God and what is allowed to happen, though.
It's possible that was why he yearned for Cain to face his sin rather than punish him.
That would mean that God knew that Abel was gonna die, and he's like, "All right, let's let this play out." That would mean that everything that's happened, God said, "All right, let's see how this plays out," even though he knows how it's gonna play out. He did that in all of the Umbala Network universes, Reb. I know.
Cain was a farmer. When the lamb was accepted, he should not have been angered. And despite his anger, he should not have murdered his brother. And even when the sin had been committed, he should not have hidden his misdeed.
But if God is all-knowing, he knew it was gonna happen. He knew that if I let him kill his brother, he will try and hide it. He will deny it. He will get punished. And God's like, all right. Have you never seen two people do something stupid and let it happen because it would be funny? You guys do that all the time. You let me do stupid shit all the time and laugh at it. Admittedly, I do too, but it's mainly on myself. I know I'm about to do this, I'm like, this could be dumb. But I'm kind of well past the point of no return.
I believe that those were a series of ordeals for Cain. To grasp what he was meant to learn from them. That is what Cain faces to this day.
I get that God gave Cain a series of ordeals from what you just told us, but doesn't that mean Abel getting killed was part of those ordeals? I doubt God would have overlooked the possibility that Abel might be killed.
Yes, God is all-knowing, so he must have foreseen it.
Then that's like Abel was left to die. Why did God do such a thing?
It is not given to mere humans to know his ways.
I do, in religion, hate that explanation. It's not your job to know why he did it. He's all-knowing, so he clearly knows what's right. And I dislike inherently a lot of explanations that say you don't need to know. Just know that I'm the one that knows what's right.
But if you still yearn for an answer, you must consider God's ultimate intentions. Unfortunately, that is all I can tell you. Please look after yourself, Messiah.
God's ultimate intentions, huh?
So Cain's punishment will never end until he figures it out.
He'll end once he does.
The question is what Cain must discover, and if he will reach the enlightenment God desires.
We have to decipher what God wants? How the hell are we supposed to know that?
You know, something hit me when I was listening. Doesn't it seem like God didn't really forsake Cain?
Huh. Well, now that you mention it, it does seem that way. If that's the case, could we make Now You see that? It might change his mind.
Now still is not around. Hard Battle has not relocated. So... Oh. Don't mind my pain. I'm just getting up from my chair. Oh, God. Yesterday was leg day. No, the Eradicate, no. Just yesterday was leg day at the gym, and oh, fuck. My legs are sore as hell. Alright, Honda, what's going on?
Oh, isn't that Honda over there?
He looks really depressed. Then again, we did stop him from escaping from here.
He can just leave, though.
But that's not our fault. We couldn't let him take a comp out. He would have wrecked stuff with Susanoo's power.
Yeah, that's true, but
Hey, that reminds me. Honda knows a lot about demons and mythology, right? Remember when Kaido called Pazuzu? He knew right away what kind of demon it was.
He may know about Cain.
Yeah, let's try asking him. Hi, Mr. Honda.
Oh, hello. I don't have a comp anymore. I have no intention to fight.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. We're not looking for a fight. We came to ask you something.
Sorry. I'm not in the mood.
Actually, Okuninushi explained the situation to Honda.
So Okuninushi has a condition for abdicating. That's why you want to save Cain?
Yes, but even apart from that, we'll never get a chance like this. If we can save Naoya and the country will be spared, we figured we had to do it. Please, tell us what you know. It doesn't matter how insignificant it seems.
Please help us.
Come on, Mr. Honda. It's to save everyone, not just us.
This would technically save your son. And you.
All right. I'll tell you what I know.
Ah, thank you.
But I have to say, I'm no divinity scholar. I can only give you my personal opinion.
Sure. Just tell us.
Cain is the human race's oldest murderer. Did you know that much?
Oh, yes. Azuma of the Shomonkai told us about it.
All right. Then I'll skip that part. What I find most interesting about the story of Cain is why God, who's supposed to be all-knowing, let Cain commit murder. If you think of it that way, Cain's not the villain of the story. He's the victim.
That's interesting. Of course, yes.
It's not just Cain. Lots of stories exist to relate a lesson to the listener. For example, you might warn someone not to touch hot water, or they'll get burned. The person you warn will obviously be careful when handling hot water, but the consequences aren't fully conveyed, so they might not use all due cautions. However, if they see someone get burned, they'd understand the danger then. In other words, if you want to teach a lesson, it's most effective to set an example. I believe Cain was chosen by God as that example.
That sucks to be him.
That's my theory, anyway. In truth, many such sacrifices appear throughout the Bible. A single human is used to set an example for many. That's the real character of God. Of the stories I know, the worst sacrifice would be in the book of Job.
Job or Job? What's the book of Job?
You'll have to ask someone else about that. I'm done talking. Please, leave me.
We really appreciate it. Are you all right, Mr. Honda? You don't seem well.
My son died.
Well, we were trying to help.
What?
We have little revival magic.
I made contact with the outside. That's when I found out. He didn't make it.
I'm so sorry, sir.
So don't bother me anymore. Just leave me be. Just leave me alone.
Thank you.
Mr. Honda, thank you for everything.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made it anyways then if it did happen a long time ago. Just... Alright.
I feel sorry for Honda.
Like 50-50.
Wow. That's awful.
Poor Honda. He wanted to see his son so bad, too.
Hey, could the Messiah, bring back someone who died? Probably not, huh?
We've done that regularly in the last 7 days before we were the Messiah.
I'm afraid that's impossible, even for the Messiah.
We've brought you back, I think, once as well.
Thought so. Oh, I hate to bring this up now, but before I forget, Honda mentioned the book of Job. What's that about?
Probably a very faithful man.
It seems he knows, but for the rest of you, I will explain in detail.
That'd be great, thanks.
It began with something Satan said when he challenged God.
Oh, we're into the fun part.
Job, your favorite of men, is pious, but is his piety honest? Upon hearing this, God permitted Satan to test Job's righteousness. He was given leave to inflict all manner of cruelty on Job, provided his life was spared. And so Satan destroyed Job's property and children and covered his body with boils.
What? No way! Isn't that like a fate worse than death?
Exactly. Job was in such pain that everyone was sure he would choose death. But suicide would be a betrayal of God, and Job was too pious to take his life. 3 of Job's friends came to see him in this condition and said this to him: "Your disease is a punishment for going against God. Admit it and seek his forgiveness." But Job knew that he was not at fault and rebuffed his friends' advice. "Then what is that disease?" they asked. "It can only be a punishment from God." And Job said, "Thus I ask the Lord, why? Only tell me where I have wronged you."
Talk about faith. I can't imagine anyone else in that position not cursing God.
Yes, but Job refused. All he thought was this: "I recall doing nothing wrong. I want to know God's reason for my misfortunes."
All because Satan said, I bet he doesn't actually believe in you, and God was like, alright, bet. Torture him.
Seeing that Job's faith never faltered, Satan gave up his torments and left.
There you go.
Afterward, God removed Job's disease and gave him longevity for adhering to his faith. And that is the story told in the book of Job. Job's faith was amazing, but wasn't it cruel to torture him to make a point? What Job displayed was true conviction. God believed Job's faith would never falter.
Actually, I have a question. Is it believed or knowing? Because if God is all-knowing, he would have known that Job would have succeeded entirely from the beginning of it. He knew that Job would never have relented, and basically just told Satan, yeah, do it.
When the ordeal was over, he tended to Job himself. God never forsakes his children.
That is also true. Technically, Satan did also kill the family, which God said, yes, kill those people as well then.
Do you recall the metaphor Honda mentioned?
About hot water.
Indeed. He meant that when you see someone else suffer, you understand the danger.
How would God care about an ant? Because it's not an ant. It's a person made in God's image. Or I forget a lot of the things that were said in the school I went to, the Catholic school. Because I'm gonna not lie, I tuned a lot of that shit out.
In other words, true faith can be taught by the example of Job's suffering. The book of Job teaches that however painful things are, faith will win in the end. Huh? But what does that have to do with Cain?
Murder is seriousness or his enlightenment. Like, I'm gonna be real. Job sounds like an actually fictional story because I can't see anyone being genuinely sick people seeing their faith as more important than their family. I mean, I cannot speak except in blanket and generalization terms. Aside from first-hand experiences, I have met maybe 2 people who took faith above all else. They never explicitly said their family, but they would take it over any other person that was with them. Never met their family of these people, but I at least got the impression that they would take faith over them too. I can say that those kind of people exist. But yeah, the story is fake. I still in Texas. We're surrounded by him. I actually don't live in Texas anymore, man. I moved over to Washington State. That is where I am now, currently. But the people that I met were my time in Texas, yes.
To become enlightened. You're absolutely correct. I believe you're on the right track. If the first murderer faces his sin and gets beyond it, it would be an inspiration. Despite one's sins, one may repent and find enlightenment. Isn't that what God wants?
I thought we weren't allowed to know what God wants, actually.
Then is that why Cain got hit with eternal punishment? Yikes! Now he's being tested like crazy!
That's a hell of a test. How heavy must his burden be?
His punishment is ongoing, which means his ordeal isn't over yet. But that aside, I'm more curious about Abel, the sacrifice for this ordeal. Cain was given the chance to reach enlightenment through eternal reincarnation. But Abel died, robbed of his chance to ponder not only enlightenment, but everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've been focused on Cain and his punishment, but...
Abel, God's child, do you resent being killed?
I don't think about it. If I'm not allowed to actually remember the act, I have no way of even knowing that a wrong was made. So it's like, I don't think about it.
Well, since you don't really remember it,
Yeah.
of course it wouldn't really hit you.
That, yes.
Abel's grudge over what happened to him cast his soul into the demon world. If you don't remember, maybe you've cast the hatred aside, letting you become Messiah.
Okay, we understand about Abel now. But what do we do about Cain? About Nalia?
We are spreading God's order. In doing this, we have faced a number of sinners. Some were not saved, but there were a few we managed to bring salvation to. Why not try to identify similarities among those who were saved?
They tried to atone.
Yes, I believe that's the important point. They confessed to the sins they committed and tried to atone for them. A sin cannot be taken back, but by admitting them, one can atone for one's actions. Isn't that the path Cain should take to be saved from his eternal punishment?
But would someone as smart as Nalia really have not figured that out?
Maybe he doesn't want to admit it? It's like admitting he got played by God. No one likes being used, and Nalia? He'd like it even less than most people.
Though, at the counter to that point, Itsuro, how bad does it feel to be played by an all-knowing, all-powerful, all-seeing entity? Like, is there a way to not be played by that person or thing? We need him to admit it, though, honestly.
Yes, no matter how difficult it may be, we need to do this.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure he'll understand.
All right, then let's do our best for our buddy Nalia.
Of all people, Kaido showed up. One more check into free battles to see if any new skills showed up. Still the same ones. We can fast forward all the way until 1730. Oh dear God. Kaido, what's going on?
Everyone, it's too dangerous. Please stay away from Wano.
What is the matter?
Oh, Lady Amane and the Messiah. Demon Tamers are attacking the SDF in Wano.
Let's go help.
Thank you so much, but be careful.
You bastards are in our way. I don't care what this Messiah is, I'm against it. We got power from Master Okuninushi, and he created Japan. We don't gotta do what any damn angel tells us.
That doesn't mean we'll let you run riot like this.
Ha! You think you can beat demon tamers with guns?
We'll stand our ground, even if we're facing you demon tamers.
Is that so? Then I hope you came prepared.
What a pain. I can't even watch this.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
Just a guy with a personal connection to this mess. Sorry, but I'm butting in.
You little brat. Drop the attitude.
Yeah, enough talk. Bring it. If you want to play, dumbasses, I'll play.
You're dead, kid.
That is enough. Cease this affront to his order.
Took you long enough? Could you go any slower?
Kaido?
Damn it. More of them. But that ain't gonna stop us.
Alright, we can't let them go forward. Demon Tamers escape, and then dies, or Kaido dies. You gotta keep you alive as well. What do you have? A weakness to wind, fire, and lightning on your party. A banned curse. Of all things, alright. These are the only skills they want us to get. Or if we didn't kill them until we reach 78, maybe. The Messiah warps. And Predators killed innocent people. Or not innocent, but still. People. I do gotta always be on the lookout for hell physical. That will just ruin a couple of our teams now.
I knew I wouldn't be able to cut it!
Who is the other one with extra charge? Let's go all the way over here. Oh, you can barely move at all.
You morons! He's the one going through all the grief, so enough crap!
Oh shit, one can fly. Well, they didn't even try to attack, actually. Alright, interesting.
Damn it, I thought we had this!
More Demon Tamers appeared. That one's Murray. All win, so Eidolon and Polygams. Nice. I mean, the one thing I could do is win. You trade.
What's with these guys? Even the power Okuninushi gave us isn't working.
can go to you. That's Mari. This one was the one that we got to deal with. Everything else here is just fair game.
We don't stand a chance!
More just keep appearing. Huh. Ice Strain, Ice Stamp, Savings, nothing to worry about there, nothing to worry about there. Nothing to worry about there. I'd have to guess they're gonna try and do everything to kind of make sure that we can't stop them. Just run by, that's all they want to do. And the ones that fly are going to be an issue. Alright, if we get you done, then we at least crack the skill. Another one up here now, or no? All right, that's it. What's going on, Eradicate? Fun idea for our money in Sarosha. Why not fuse it into a healing Garuda? It isn't a unique fusion, so we can do it. It naturally doesn't make it on, and we can give it anti-most at least. You can inherit Prayer and Summary Karm, while Murmur is giving Amane the mana she used to heal herself. True, yeah, we could. But if we refuse Garuda, we lose all the extra stats from like 40 and everything. I would have to redo those stats into the negatives. And while not expensive, or I guess still somewhat expensive, it would take time.
Damn it! You guys are monsters!
And more showing up again. Fucker is right here. They have such high speed. And that's the main issue right now. These people get their turns faster than we do, and they're not trying to attack either. These ones do not, or some of them have flight, but... Oh, you're just gonna fly away. This one has flight, and that's also another issue that we have to take care of. Alright, no more spawning in now. But at the same time... We can't let this guy keep going. Next turn, he would be able to just get out of here. Get the connection chat. I'm sorry about that, man.
What's with these guys? Even the power Okuninushi gave us isn't working.
Hump away. Oh boy. That person's gonna keep going. That's very bad. The amount of binds. And you barely just got your turn again. Kaido, come on, it's on you. Can you? You can, thank God. Look at Kaido's current turn cost appears to just be maximum now. Yep, he made it. We didn't get a chance to stop him.
It's time I got out of this stinking lockdown.
God damn it. The enemy's having 60 speed. Just goddamn. How far did that put me back? Alright, not much. We actually stopped. We saved just before the battle. Good. Alright, let's try this again.
Late.
Alright, just by Tao Tai, we can do that after, yeah.
Thank.
You bastards are. We don't got.
That does. Ha! We'll stand our ground.
Is that? Huh?
Ha!
You.
Yeah.
You're.
That.
Damn it.
I guess I'll do these skill tracks again. Not that I'm really actually hunting them. No matter where I move, it's gonna count as... You gotta worry about people that have flight and binds. The double speed also sucks, but as long as they don't have something to avoid the blockades, then they should be okay. This we're gonna have to be very mindful of just like the amount of people that, or the amount of time that we're gonna be getting to deal with like actions reducing the cost of our stuff, or increasing the cost of it. Alright, you guys should fight that person, so they are pretty much as good as dead.
Damn it!
Right, another one down. More will show up. That one's petrified. That means he has no demons to work with him. So just deal with these one as we can. Plug the hole. Alright, now just don't do anything else to make the turn cost go any worse than it already is. Even you, Amani, can just wait here. That one has just bind, but he has to walk, so it's kind of okay. Alright, more are gonna show up. Don't move. We already attacked. Just keep the turn cost low. If a couple people going over there, then that's not good.
What's with these?
At the right side looks like it's going to be the one where everyone's going to bleed through now. Oh yeah, they're all going to the right side. That person just has to walk through, that's fine, but you with double speed and the like, we gotta deal with that.
What's with these guys?
More show up. If I just pass my turn, it's gonna be after a couple of people. Alright, let me actually look at the turn order right now. Who's coming in next? Because this guy's gonna have to be taken out. We just have to. He has Phantasma, he's gonna move through, and his turns come fast. Because all he's gonna do is move, And Phantasma cuts that in, like, portion. So it's not full cost. This guy right here has to be taken care of. This guy can walk and... He's actually not good out of the way, but... I guess no matter what, we have to worry about this. So if we don't move, our turn cost is cut a bit back. I hope that's good enough. We can override that with double speed, so that's honestly, that's rough. But they didn't move too far, good. That person was flight. And that person was Phantasma. Was the one that got away the first time. Alright, this person's not for a little bit. After Amana. So Amana can go for him. We can go for this one. Only 3 enemies left. This person with flight probably is the one that we should worry about. He's going to be going real soon here. This time I think we have it. I think we have it because you are probably gonna... Not the one I was thinking of, but sure. It works out.
Bastards!
As long as you killed the actual tamer, we're good. I wonder what makes Kaido's turn cost just insanely high this fight, apparently. Everyone's being so much faster. Well, I don't think it's the faster, but the actual bar that shows like turn cost as it goes down to 0 is really high up for him. Ah! So I think his speed is also 0, so...
Oh, it's over. Jeez, What a pain.
Thank you. Your assistance was invaluable.
Okay then, the rest is up to you guys.
Thank the Lord you're safe.
No need to worry now.
Truly remarkable. We shall be more cautious in that area from now on.
Whew, man, that was tough. I'm glad you were there to help out, Kaido.
Those SDF guys seem so flimsy, I could just stand back and watch. So yeah, what's going on with all this? Demon Tamers seem really fired up.
It's because of this Okuninushi guy.
Took out of the condition of Okinushi's ordeal.
Okuninushi's ordeal? You guys just jump right from the frying pan into the fire.
I can't really argue with that.
Anyways, Ueno's in decent shape, but you're gonna have trouble all over at this rate.
Then help us.
What? Work with you?
Civilians' possession of comps is forbidden by the Lord. That is why I thought it would be best if you were an official ally of ours.
Another pain in the neck. Nothing good's happened to me ever since I met you guys. Guess I don't get a choice. Count me in. With all you're doing, I can't say no.
Thank you, Nikaido.
Shut up, Featherbrain. Don't call me Nikaido. You guys deal with the ordeal Okuninushi gave you. I'll make sure the Tamers don't escape. And hurry up and get it over with, will ya? I've about had it with this lockdown.
We need to hurry and convince Naoya. There's not much time left.
Looks like things are as frantic as ever for you guys. Look, come out of this on top, got it? What you're doing is making the world better.
Really? Like how?
Some guys in Shibuya I know left the lockdown this morning. But by noon, they were back. They said it was to amend or something. I don't get it.
I guess they came back to make amends for the stuff they did!
Yeah, they're helping to haul stuff and carry out injured people. You know, whatever it was the angel said to do. Love your neighbor, was it? Maybe seeing you guys work hard for other people set something off inside him. Well, anyways, I thought I could do my share too. I don't know who this Okuninushi guy is, but go and beat the snot out of him.
Thank you.
See ya.
People were watching what we've been doing!
All right! Hearing that makes me even more excited to do this.
Yeah!